All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the latest installment of the Alibi Security Live webinar series. We appreciate everyone taking the time this morning to join us for this educational and informational session. We've got a great product showcase today. We've got some new product lines that we're going to be talking about in great detail today, specifically ACTi security solutions. As a security solutions provider, our goal is to always have a fairly diverse product line that allows our dealer partners and customers to find the right security solution for their needs. We'd love to think that Alibi Security and our Alibi branded line has everything that everybody needs, but there are times where we need to pull in third-party providers that can offer additional solutions that we may not necessarily be in our sweet spot. And today is a great example. With ACTi, they're a TAA and NDAA compliant solution. That's one of the reasons we like these guys, is they are 100% compliant for federally funded jobs. Secondly, they are a 100% proprietary and unified solution. So that means that they've developed and built all of their software and how all of their gear works together. So it works simply and beautifully in a unified fashion. So this is a brand new product line for us. We literally, you go to the website, 2 weeks ago, a lot of this stuff wasn't up. So we are super excited to have the two guys who can really deliver what ACTi is all about and really go in depth into how they've built their solutions to this session. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Gary Clark, the Regional Sales Manager, and then Adrian Garcia, who's the Manager of Technical Support with ACTi, and they're going to take us right through ACTi Security Solutions in depth. And before I officially hand it over to those guys, just from a housekeeping perspective, if you have questions along the way, please use the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen. We'll watch these as they come in. We're going to try to hold off on answering questions along the way because Gary and Adrian will cover a lot of ground, and there's a good chance that they'll answer your questions along the way. But then once we get to the end of the session, if there's still open questions, we'll dive right into those and get everybody's questions answered. So gentlemen, we appreciate you guys joining us today, and I'll hand it over to you guys officially. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you so much, Chris. My name is Adrian Garcia, and I'm based in Irvine, California. I'm together with Gary Clark, who is in Texas, joining me today to have this great opportunity to introduce our company to you guys. So let's take a quick look at our agenda for today. We'll start by an introduction from Gary Clark for our company. For those who are familiar with our brand, you'll learn a little bit more about our company, how we work with NDA and TAA, a bit of vertical markets that we work with in our industry, and some of the key technology features. Then we'll go ahead and jump and take a look at our solution overview. So we'll talk about the solution, the unified solution Chris was talking about, our licensing model, which is very competitive, and some of our key products. Then we'll go ahead and give you some information about how to work with ACTi using our online resources. And finally, we'll go ahead and take a look at the questions and answers that were asked through this presentation. So again, thank you so much for joining us, and I'll let my colleague Gary Clark introduce himself and our company.
Good morning. My name is Gary Clark, and I've been with ACTi for about 6 years, and we'll get started. ACTi started in 2003. We have over 300 employees, and our world headquarters is in Taipei, and so we're considered a friendly country for the United States. Also we have our headquarters for the U.S. in Irvine, California, and as I said, we have over 300 people, and our products are built from the ground up. Everything from our software, we designed it ourselves. We can work with almost any platform, any manufacturer's cameras or anything else via OnVIVS, etc. So I think we have a lot to talk about. Next. You'll see it on our website, we'll say non-Chinese IP cameras. We do comply with the NDAA or the John McCain National Defense Organization Act. And the majority of our cameras do. Some of them do not, but the majority of our solutions do, and some of them have so we can handle the NDAA as far as the government, and or we can sell to non-government integrators through you and go for so forth. Next. We have a lot of vertical markets, and if you look at the vertical markets, for example, in logistics, whether you're selling to a Walmart in Bentonville, Arkansas, handling their solutions warehouse from logistics, all the way to retail environments. We work with several companies with their cash register systems, commercial buildings along the world. And here's a few of our worldwide projects, such as Coca-Cola and Costco, Macy's loves our product. They use our health diagnostic systems as well. And we do very well in the retail industry. So I'd say that that is a good industry for us, along with several others. Go ahead. If you look at our products, you have everything from H.264, H.265. Nowadays, we can actually go all the way up to 20 megapixel on some of our cameras instead of just 12. We have everything from mini domes to bullets, whether it's varifocal zoom, PTZs, pinholes, coverts of all types, fisheye 180 360s or 180 bullets, multi-lens, 180 quadruple lens, etc. And we do extremely well with superior low light or extreme low light products as well. Next. With the video analytics, you'll see that we have everything from tracking objects, whether it's our cameras working by themselves and or cameras working with 180, 360-degree cameras. So you can cover a wide view plus a longer distance. Maps and Google Maps we cover as well. So you can actually put these on your NVR so you can see your cameras, multiple locations easier, as well as having thumbnail searches. So you can search by seconds, minutes, times, look for different objects. And we also have a smart search. Years ago, they started out with really a pixel search, and then we've gone to smart search to machine learning. So we have that as well. Push video. You'll see a little bit of that. Push video means the fact that, let's say that, for example, you have a security guard and he has to be, running an area, working an area, walking an area, and the cameras are not picking up the scene. He could actually take his iPad, or iPhone, iPad, whatever it may be, and push video back to the NVR, which can be recorded and used just like standard video being recorded from the camera. Smartphone notifications. We have companies that utilize these notifications. For example, let's say we have loitering outside a door and you want to be notified of a security breach and or loitering by someone. You can actually get that through your phone, and you can actually get back to the NVR, be able to let them know that, hey, they need to leave the premises. Also, everything is web controlled. So we have extremely a lot through video analytics. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Adrian as far as the overall solution. Adrian?
All right, thank you, Gary. So this is a chart that shows our unified solution diagram, so we can take a look at all of the different product offerings that we have in our portfolio. Within cameras, we have standard cameras. We can do cameras with built-in analytics, cameras that do support on BIF. By the way, our software also supports on BIF, so that means we play with third-party cameras very well. In case you're not familiarized, on BIF is a protocol in the industry that it's being used to use compatibility between different manufacturers. So we both play very well both on receiving and giving watermark cameras and our NVRs. We have integration services with point-of-sale systems, access control, and extended devices. We also have different ranges of NVRs, all the way from 4 channels to 256. We have cloud services as well for recording. our central management system ties in all the different NVRs that you might have in your deployment, and TV wall is a product used for control centers or dispatch centers. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. We have a very wide variety of video analytics and all sorts of client applications for mobile devices, PCs, and in edge recording. And also recently, in the last few years, we've started working with our MAS solutions, which are dedicated solutions for vertical markets that can be applied for operation management or business intelligence. So let's begin by taking a quick look at our camera portfolio. Like my colleague Gary mentioned, we have a lot of different series depending on the specific needs. We have a good set of tools that will help you to filter them out. I'll show you at the end of the session where to find these tools and how to use them very briefly. But the idea with this is that we've even introduced a new series of cameras that are budget oriented, and anything else, we have pretty much anything in between, from low budget to high end. Now, when it comes to a unified solution deployment, this is a good example of how everything is set. You have multiple buildings or multiple facilities, or even the same building that requires multiple NVRs because of the number of channels. Everything gets connected through NVRs. I'll show you in a bit what our different lines are for NVRs. Our central management system ties in all of the NVRs into a single interface, and then you can have your different clients connecting to the CMS. Between all of that, we have different tools that will help to set public view monitoring stations, also redundancy or failover servers, and it can be added also with analytics. So just to give you an example of how deployments are set using our control center solutions, these are a few pictures just to give you a good idea of how our customers are using it. Now, when it comes to the licensing system, our model is pretty unique in the industry, believe it or not. We charge licenses per camera per channel. They're not tied into your camera hardware, so that means at any point if you need to replace a camera, if a camera goes down, if you're just upgrading, you can go ahead and remove the camera from your system, and your license is kept. And now you can go ahead and automatically add it by just going through the standard adding process. You don't need to contact tech support to be able to release your license. So your licenses are for you to manage, and that's a very big advantage compared with other manufacturers in the industry, where you actually have to reach out to support, or you may have actually to purchase new licenses if you need to replace a camera. The other major advantage is that ours is a one-time purchase. There are no annual return fees. There's no upgrade fees or packages that you need to pay on a yearly basis. You don't need to pay for support fees. Support fees are not a thing with us. You can reach out to our technical support team. We're open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll take care of you no matter what. So really, you don't really have to worry about anything when it comes to licensing, because once you purchase the license, you own the product, and then you get access to upgrades and support. So that's standard within all of our products. And like I said, it's a major differentiator from other competitors. Now, when it comes to NVRs, we have different lines of products. We have anything from our CNRs, which are very low budget, basic feature set NVRs. We have our ENRs, which are for small scale projects as well, from channels. And then our GNRs and INRs are really the high-end NVRs that utilize our NVR3 software, which is our flagship product for a VMS solution. And from here as well, we have a very wide range of NVRs, all the way from 16 or 64 channels to 256 cameras. Now, our solution is very scalable through the CMS, so that means you can have a limited number of cameras as you start adding up and stacking up servers and joining them through the central management system. Now, when it comes to the software is part of the GNRs and INRs, so it's built into the servers. We have two different editions. We have the Enterprise and the Corporate. The Corporate is the one that we built in and embed in our standalone NVRs. You can go all the way to 200 channels. I think there's a mistake on the slide here. I apologize for that, but you can go all the way to 200 channels. You have a limited number of users. We do bundle licenses on the software. So if you're using active cameras, if you're going with the enterprise, you will be able to add up to 16 cameras with no cost. And if you're on the corporate, you will be able to add one camera. And for licenses on third-party cameras, we also built in one license on each of the editions for you to start already using the NVR with third-party cameras. Now, when it comes to the feature set, we have a good amount of features that are very competitive with the VMS that are out there. Anything from analytics, web control integrations, integrations with access control, point of sales, license plate recognition, you name it, we got it on the VMS. We're very powerful. I mean, we actually have a demo site for you to utilize in our website. So this is available, publicly available, nvr3.acti.com. This is a place where you can actually go into your browser using Internet Explorer and start navigating the demo site so you can get a good feeling of what it's like working with ACTi. Now, in terms of backup options, we do offer different alternatives. We have failover servers in case a server goes down, another one can take over. We have a backup server solution which can transfer recordings on a daily basis, let's say at midnight. We also have a cloud solution that can help you to back up your settings and your recordings directly into the cloud in case you don't want to have an on-premises server. We have different type of integrations with point of sales manufacturer, access control, and network digital input and outputs. So the ecosystem gets expanded as we work with different partners to get bigger data into our VMS solution. And the other major benefit of our VMS is a mobile client app. It's one of the most powerful apps in the industry, if not the most powerful. And again, it's at no cost. It comes with all of our different servers, and you can use live view, playback, search features, maps. You get push notifications, just like what you get whenever you get a text message or a Facebook alert. You get digital input and output controls, capabilities of creating and searching for bookmarks. You can even control your TV wall from the mobile client app. And you're also able to push video, so you can use your smartphone camera as a part of the system by recording directly into the NVR3 and all of our NVRs on CMS ecosystem. You get two-way audio functionality, so you can talk back to cameras using the mobile app. You get all type of notification and advanced alerts onto the smartphone. And you can also take snapshots and the upcoming release record videos directly from the app. So it's, again, one of the most powerful apps. And we complement all of these products using our system health management system. So you can monitor hundreds of cameras, even thousands of cameras directly using this utility. And you can also monitor pretty much anything that has an IP on it. So if you want to monitor third-party systems, including phones, network equipment, if you want to use even third-party cameras, you can monitor everything directly with the ACTIVMS product. And if there's an issue, you can send a notification. You can create reports and graphs, automate them so you can receive them on a daily or weekly or monthly basis. And you can also create emaps that can give you real-time alerts and make it a little more intuitive for you to navigate. So as I get more responsibilities and get in charge of security systems, they want to be provided with a tool that they're able to use to monitor effectively the system and act accordingly when there's a need to take an action. So this is a good way for them to start taking ownership and control of the security systems as part of an IT solution. In terms of video analytics, we have camera-based analytics and software and standalone server analytics. Depending on the type of analytics, they might be deployed within the camera itself or as a standalone server. So also all sorts of analytics, including line crossing, loitering, tampering, auto tracking, license plate recognition. We can also track and find out the make and model and color of a vehicle through analytics, facial recognition, detection, tracking. So all of those are standard analytics that we use on our projects. Depending again on the specific needs that you have, we can walk you through on how to select what type of analytic will work best for your application and how to deploy it successfully. So here's a good example of a license plate recognition solution. You can get anything from blacklists, real-time notifications, reports, exporting data, user management. We actually also have a demo site here available for you to start playing with and taking a look at the reports. Similarly, for facial recognition, we have a complete platform that provides you also the capability of creating lists. So you can group them into blacklists, VIPs, real-time notifications, reports, and also all the same core features for management and logs, so for audit trail. So again, we can explore in future sessions a little bit more in depth this product offering, but just want to let you know that this is something that ACTi can provide and has developed in-house. Among other solutions that we will be deploying in the next couple of weeks and months is going to be color detection solutions. So if you're familiar with other manufacturers that do something called a suspect search or suspect tracking, this is something similar where we go ahead and filter out based on the colors of the top and bottom of the body of the person. So if you want to search someone wearing a yellow shirt and black pants, you're able to filter it out on the NDR, and then you're going to get results either in live view or playback. So this is a great way to make search a little bit more efficient.
Hang on,
We're also deploying a solution for.
Adrian,
yep.
Let me go back to the color search back-to-back slide, last slide. This is really important because most companies cannot do the color for top and bottom both. And it's very important that they understand that this is a big deal, being able to do colors of clothes from top and bottom, especially when you're going through an airport trying to find someone or anywhere else very quickly. Through a crowd, it's very, very important. Thanks.
All right. So one of the other solutions we're releasing is a fire detection solution. This is great for prisons, schools, any corporate environment that might have potential risk of running into these situations. The same solution can be used as well for slip, trip, and fall, maybe in a retail or healthcare environment. So that's another upcoming solution. One that we're very excited about is going to be a gunshot detection. That's going to be using acoustic sensors, and that's going to be released on the second half of this year. And everything will be tied in, again, with our NVR and CMS solutions. So the idea is that if something is detected, if there's an event, then the NVR3 can automatically alert you through the workstation clients. You can associate a camera to it and even receive push notifications on your smartphone, so you get real-time notifications of what's happening on premises. We also have access control line. We've started working with access control very recently, so it's still growing, but we've already had really good feedback. We have different type of devices when it comes to access control, and our own software solution for access control that gets tied in within our NVR3. So for now, it's more for a small scale project deployment, but the plan is to continue growing this as we get more feedback and we learn more about the access control platforms. Now, for dedicated solutions, we have a market application suite space. This is basically where we can go ahead and create customized solutions for business intelligence and operational management. So we've deployed solutions for retail, parking lots, logistics, factories, and the idea is that different business challenges can be solved using video and video analytics and combining these with metadata from other sources, including RFIDs, tags or reads, information from other systems as well can be tied in. So the idea is that we can create customized reports and just provide a more efficient way for you to navigate through different systems using this. So to summarize, the idea is that with ACTi, you can find all the different components and they all get tied in with a unified solution architecture. So in a factory or warehouse logistics center solution, you could find on each building different cameras. Some of them might have analytics or not. You have your NVRs, additional security peripherals, which could be alarm systems, fire detectors, and then you can have on your control center, your central management system with a TV wall, your different market application suites products that could be for logistics, your access control server, different backup solutions, including our redundancy and backup server, and your clients can be connecting using our mobile apps for iOS and Android. You have your different workstation clients. So again, the idea is that we give you so many different options for you to be able to manage and own your system. And again, all of this comes with a software that is a one-time license, and meaning that you don't have to pay for updates or return fees for support. So again, it's something really different from our competitors. So I do want to invite you to maybe start playing with the software. We do have our software available for you to download directly from our website, and I'll show you in a couple of minutes how to find those resources. So ACTi will work with you on all stages of a project, starting from demos. So you can contact Gary, you can contact me if you want to learn more about how to demo our products. I'll show you as well how to find resources on our website if you want to find video clips, or if you just want to download our software so you can start testing it. You'll use some of our tools to do product selection, so you can filter out your products using our online tools. We have a good product selector and product matrix filters. And then if you want to design a solution or give a proposal, including layouts and locations of cameras, we can also assist you with that. And the idea is that all the way from starting winning the project to the post support, we're here for you. So in case you do need assistance, you can reach out to us as well, to our technical support team. And we're available Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time. We have this tool as well, the partner portal, that you can use to open up tickets directly on our website, or if you want to use some of our tools and customize the portal, this is the information you can get to also reach out directly to our team. And now let me go ahead and show you a little bit about our website. So if you go to acti.com, this is a place where you'll find a lot of useful tools, and I'll walk you through some of them just to give you a brief idea on how to navigate. So if you go to acti.com, this is our landing page. Here's where you'll find quick links where you can find our tools. Product selector is one of the most useful tools that we have, because this is where you can go ahead and narrow down all the different offerings that we have. So you can select, for example, if I want a dome camera with at least 2 megapixels, you will be able to select from here a specific resolution. So if we're looking for something with 2 megapixels, complicated low light, so that means that we can see even where it's extremely dark. And if we want to have something with extreme WDR as well, wide dynamic range, then you can continue to add filters from here. And once you've found all the cameras that you want to find out a little bit more, you can go ahead and select them and compare them. And now you can go ahead and share this link. And now anyone that has this link will be able to see this comparison. From here, you will be able to highlight differences between products and get all sorts of information when it comes to specifications. Product availability and MSRP are also typically listed here at the bottom, just to give you an idea. If you want pricing information, I'll suggest you to reach out to Chris and Gary, and they'll be able to help you out. Now, if you want to also learn more about other tools, we have a lot of resources as well in our website, including our learning center, we've covered in great detail all of our different tools through different webinar sections and self-learning courses. So I'll suggest you to go ahead and take a look at this. This is where you will be able to understand a little bit more about the different tools that we have. But the only tool I want to show you today is going to be our video clips section. In case you're wondering what video quality looks like with working with ACTi products, this is the best place for you to start finding out more about the products. So you can go ahead and type in a model number. For example, this is one of our newest cameras, A71. And then if you want to take a look at the video quality, you can go ahead and click on one of these links, and you're going to be able to see videos that do a quick comparison in terms of video quality. So I'm going to go ahead and just walk you through one of these videos. Typically, we'll do a comparison versus other manufacturers. If you want to find out which manufacturers are this, let us know, and we'll be able to give you more information about that. So we typically do this. We'll start by doing a comparison between resolution on the different models, their comparable specs. Then we'll typically try to showcase that it's not all about resolution. It's also about how you capture video on different light conditions. So in this case, we're going with low light. And we'll also typically compare using WDR scenarios. So in this case, it's going to be a contrasting light. As you go into a parking lot, you get different light sources, and this showcases how ACTi outperforms their competitors. So again, we have a lot of different videos available in our website. This is just an example of how we typically do the video comparison between other manufacturers. We like to put the cameras to work on different scenarios so you can see how the camera performs in low light and contrasting light. So low light and WDR are two of the main features besides resolution that will give you a good idea on how a camera performs in terms of video quality.
Adrian, let me also
features.
Adrian, let me also add.
Sure.
The A71, for everyone, that is a fixed lens camera. So it's not a zoom lens, but it's a fixed lens. And the fixed lens, the pricing of the camera is fantastic. That's a 4 megapixel. We also have a 6 megapixel as well. So they're very, very competitive, and the quality is phenomenal. And when you're competing against the other major suppliers and you have better quality and a better pricing, it means a whole lot when you're trying to win that project. Thanks.
All right, great. So the final resource I want to leave you with is, in case you want to take it a little bit further and explore more than just with video clips, we also have video demo site, an NVR demo site available for you to use. So if you click here, you're going to be able to open it up with Internet Explorer. So let me bring you to our demo site. And again, just to give you an idea without going into a lot of depth on what the NVR can do, I'm going to go ahead and show you here the NVR3. So you can log in using default credentials, demo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are posted on the slides I was using before. And this will log in into our VMS where you can see all of our different cameras. You will be able to also navigate and use some of the features, including all the basic stuff, live view, playback, digital zoom. But you will also be able to take a look at some of the more advanced features. So we also have a couple of videos available on our website that will walk you through to navigate into our demo site. But I just want to show you really quick how everything works. If you want to do an enlarged camera, you can go ahead and double click on any camera. You can use the picture-in-picture digital zoom to navigate through. You will be able to go back and also take a look at our map solution. So if you want to use map navigation just to make it a little bit easier, you will be able to do so from here. Let me try maybe a different one. Let's say on the example of the factory we were talking about before, or a logistics center, you will be able to click on different vertical markets here so you can get a good idea of what products or solutions are available for you to use. And if you want to navigate through the different menus here as well, this is actually just part of our website embedded into a view here. So you'll get access to a lot of different features. And again, the idea with this is If you want to learn more about the system because you're trying to switch to a different solution, this is a good place for you to start getting familiarized. Our interface is really intuitive. It's been designed from the ground to make it available for end users to use it within minutes of starting playing with the system. So the learning curve is close to zero, and everything gets navigated through these three menus: live view, playback, and setup. And everything else is really intuitive. You can assign permissions. As you can see here, I don't have a lot of permissions right now, but you can assign granular permissions. It gets tied in with Active Directory in case you want to make it nice and clean when it comes to user management. But really, there's a lot of good number of features that you will be able to test from here. So I want to invite you to play with the system if you do have time. If not, we'll have other sessions in upcoming weeks where we'll showcase a little bit more about the product. But again, I just want to leave you with the concept of our demo site being available in our website. So let's go back to the slides. That's about the end of our presentation for today. We do want to invite any questions to be presented at this point. And I don't know if also Gary wants to add something else before we close.
No, I wanted to make sure that everybody understood that, you know, when you buy our NVRs, the majority of them come with so many licenses. If you buy a 4-channel, 9-channel, 16-channel, 32-channel, they come with licenses. You go with the 64 channel, it comes with 32 licenses. You go with a 200 channel, it may come with 64 licenses. And so anyway, so the thing is that, and our price of our licenses usually can be anywhere between 1/8 to 1/2 of what anybody else is as far as a license, and it's only a one-time, it's not renewable. So you don't have to renew it. And also there's no yearly service charge. And I think that's very important as well. Go ahead if you want to go to Q&A.
Yeah, so right now we don't have any questions. I think you guys covered a lot of ground for an overview. That's a very thorough overview. So there's no direct questions that we need to answer right now. What I will say is, you know, as the ACTI team emphasized, there's a ton of resources and learning opportunities on their website. I highly encourage anybody that is interested in a further deep dive to spend some more time on the ACTI website. Poke around, go to the Learning Center, look at the videos. We are going to queue up some additional sessions with this team to deep dive into some of the key functionalities. Specifically, we're looking at cameras, recorders, and CMS deep dives, as well as looking at some of the specialty solutions like retail and digital signage. So those who are on the webinar session right now, just keep an eye out for those future sessions. You know, our goal is to continue to expand on the functionality, features, and sweet spot that this team represents in the marketplace to give you guys more flexible options when you're out there bidding security jobs. You know, and I guess as I close it out here, you know, one of the things I'll encourage everybody to do is, if you are in charge of a federally funded project right now, right, and you're looking for solutions, get a demo set up with the ACTI team. They are happy to carve out time to walk you through their platform, right? It's really anybody that has a project that you think that this is a sweet spot fit for. Reach out to this team. They're happy to spend time with you to just educate and inform you more. If you're looking for an authorized local dealer or integrator partner, give our team at Alibi Security a call. We have thousands of dealer and integrator partners across the country that we can hook you up with to walk your site, to put together specs, to bid jobs for you that involve the ACTI solution. And if you just want to learn more and kind of make an internal connection with our team that can hook you up with the ACTI team, call one of our dedicated account managers. Adrian will put the phone number up on the screen here. Give our team a call. They can answer some questions for you. They can put you in touch with Gary and Adrian. They'll find you the answers that you need in order to determine if this is the right solution. And then, like I said, more importantly, if you need a local dealer or integrator partner, we've got a huge database that we can hook you up with. So with that, I want to thank you, gentlemen, for spending time educating and informing the folks on this webinar session. We really appreciate it. We're looking forward to putting a couple of additional ACTi sessions on the calendar to kind of get into a further deep dive on some of the additional features and functions. And we will see you guys next time online. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chris.
All right. We'll talk to you guys real soon. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of the week.